A couple of comments here. Colin in Ottawa says, very depressing to be a Sens fan, Rod. I can attest to that personally. From Jacques Dupuis, he says, change of ownership would be great for Ottawa. Go, Sens, go. Brady writes in, says, go Habs, never give up on your favorite team, or you're not a true fan. Who's giving up on them? Mike Phoenix in Toronto. He says, the media in Toronto and Montreal have the team under a microscope 100% of the time. Must be where the CFL doesn't get the time of day. It's a good topic right there. It's a really good one. I mean, maybe that's something we'll get into after the break, and I do need to bring this back to the CFL. They are just hanging by a thread, because when the season gets pulled, that's when the spit's going to hit the fan. That's when the fit's going to hit the shan. Listen to that again. So we can talk about the CFL for that, because I'm hearing it from every source now that they're not going to play. So we could sit here and talk hockey every day. We'll be talking NFL, by the way. I was talking to a guy, one of those CFL guys I said I was talking to this morning. He goes, do you think the NFL is going to play? And I said, by hook or by crook, they're going to play. The NHL and NBA have provided the template and the roadmap to play in bubbles. If the NFL needs to whip together bubbles within 2-3 weeks, Darren, you know they can do it. Mm-hmm. You know they can.
Oh, yeah.
So where the CFL goes from here, this is an interesting time. Like in 50 years, we're going to look back and go, remember 2020 when the CFL changed forever? This is where we are right now. And I fear for the CFL because, as the gentleman said, and it's another topic, but Toronto, Montreal, the hockey people there, Babcock's long blamed the media. And a lot of hockey people say, oh, the media, affects the team's wins and losses. I just can't buy that. I can't. But I know there are very staunch hockey people that say, no, you don't understand. And I probably don't. But I know the love for the Rough Riders here and the following here is just as intense as the love for the Canadians and Leafs there. And if people think that the media affects the wins and losses on the field for the Rough Riders, come on. Do you believe that it does?
No. Not a chance.
I don't.
Not a chance. It is a lot of pressure to play in those markets for sure, and it might, affect part of the way you prepare and approach the game. But, yeah, the media doesn't affect wins and losses. I just don't see that. I really don't. I really, really don't.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you think that it does, you're probably focused on the wrong things. That's my take on that. By the way, I want to read this. What day's today? Wednesday? Thursday?
What day is it? Thursday.
The show is brought to you by Bidsy. Bidsy.com is for people who don't know who to contact when they need something done. So instead of reaching out to multiple businesses, just Bidsy it. Bidsy connects businesses with customers. It's free to post projects and free for businesses to give it a try. Head to Bidsy.com to get started today. Want to get into, let's do a viewer takeover again in the next segment, because then we got the Kraft Hockeyville people coming in for Pence later on in the show. But let's just have a coffee sesh with our viewers.
I'll get coffee.
Okay, when we come back, it's the RP Show, Game Plus TV, Facebook Live, and listen live at rodpeterson.com.
You're watching Rod Peterson On Demand. For more of The Rod Peterson Show, visit rodpeterson.com or follow Rod Peterson on social media.